What's good, y'all? Welcome back to the lab with another quest build. As I was tinkering in the laboratory with the lineage of bigs that I've brought into you thus far, I found something ultra rare on the ocean floor in the depths of the abyss. This thing has shades of Anthony Mason, Chris Webber, Shawn Kemp, Giannis, and Boris Diaw. You take the DNA strands from all those players and you get a Playmaking Paint Beast. This thing is absolutely gruesome. It can basically play anywhere, anytime, against anybody, 1 through 5. And we're going to get into this. I'm going to just show you guys the attributes and try not to ramble on while I analyze the attributes during the creation of the build. And then after that, I'll go in and kind of analyze it after the attributes are all cooked up. And so you're going to be a power forward. You can be 6'9", 237 pounds, with a 7'5" wingspan, which is 2 clicks below max wing, and body shape, do whatever you want. Gonna get your close shot to a 30, max out your driving layup, driving dunk, and standing dunk. That's gonna give you 21 finishing badges. You're gonna get your mid-range to an 82. Do not put it at an 83, or that will change the name to a two-way 3-level scorer. Hot name, not what we're looking for here. But you're going to get your free throw to a 29, and that's going to give you 7 shooting badges. You're going to max out your pass accuracy to a 91, get your ball handle to a 70, and then max out your speed with ball to a 69. That will give you 22 playmaking badges. That's disgusting. You're going to get your interior defense maxed out to a 92, max out your perimeter defense to a 78, get your stealies to a 40, max out your block to a 95, and then get your defensive rebounds to a 94. That's going to give you 24 defensive badges. Max out your speed, max out your acceleration, keep your strength to 67, vertical is 70, and then max out your stamina to an 81. Now let's do a once over on this build. My goodness, first off, the badge count. You have 74 badges on this build. That is disgusting. Your finishing badges, you see you get Hall of Fame Posterizer, Hall of Fame Rise Up, Hall of Fame Fearless Finisher. This thing is going to be able to finish inside against the best of the best. 95 driving. Now you're going to have all the contact dunks and everything that you could ever imagine on this build. Close shot is only a 30, but that's fine, because you're going to be yamming everything if you're off ball anyways. And 21 finishing badges, you can basically equip that heat seeker, get that takeover real quick. And I think this is the Shawn Kemp in this build. You'll be able to finish 7 shooting badges. This is not so much about the badges on this shooting build. An 82 midi and an 81 3 ball, if you know your jump shot, you can easily hit on this build and be a threat and make your defenders have to come guard you on the perimeter if you're playing off ball. You can still get gold Deadeye, gold rhythm shooter, gold stop and pop, gold catch and shoot, corner specialist. You can still be a threat on the outside with this build. And so usually Paint Beasts in years past have not been able to shoot. Well, this year, this builder has changed that. Now, 22 playmaking badges is absolutely disgusting. You see you get gold quick first step, space creator, downhill, all on gold, and then all your passing badges that you could ever want. You can, get those on Hall of Fame, bullet passer, dimer, relay, and you're going to be able to dime up your teammates. This is like that Boris Diaw, Chris Webber DNA in this build. And this thing is basically, it's like a point beast, playground monster, just a disgusting SOB. And then if you look at the defense, 24 badges, 92 interior, 95 block, 94 reebs. This thing also can guard on the perimeter with a 78 perimeter defense, which is going to make you quick enough to be able to switch out on perimeter offensive oriented players. With gold ankle braces, you could literally guard 1 through 5 on this build. No, you don't get clamps, but you can stay in front of almost anyone and then Hall of Fame out on pogo, post lockdown. Whatever you want to do with this build defensively, you can pretty much do. And then the physicals look pretty good with the 70 plus speed and acceleration, and then the vert at 70. So, going on to the takeover, it's kind of pick your poison here. If you want more of a Shawn Kemp, more of a Giannis, you can do more finishing and maybe interior defense. You can add shooting to this build with limitless range and spotted precision if you really want to maximize its, I guess, only subpar attribute on this build, which is, its shooting is obviously not as, I wouldn't say it's a weakness, but it's obviously not as strong as the other parts of this build. So that would be something that you can kind of tinker with. But if you go box out wall and then easy blow-bys, like you're getting that Giannis build through and through. That's going to give you the Playmaking Paint Beast with 74 badges. Wait. Do you hear that? There it goes again, the generator. I'm in the laboratory right now. Y'all can hear the dials and the potions going crazy. I think this build might have a little bit more potential we can ooze out of it. And that's what we do here in the laboratory. Quest builds, I want to bring you guys something that can be the best that it possibly can. And so I have a feeling that at center, this might be a little bit more gruesome. A lot of people on YouTube have been saying power forward, you get the most badges at power forward. And that may be true at 6'7", 6'8", peanuts minimum weight. But when you get into these monsters, it makes more sense for them to be centers because they can be more destructive down low. So Quest Builds is going to get back in the lab. We're going to try to make this at center with similar measurables, 6'9", 237. And we're going to see if this thing is any different at center so I can show you guys if you can actually have more badges or more potential on a center build at this size rather than a power forward. And so once I do that, I'll speed that up and then we'll get back into it and see what's good in the laboratory if it actually is better at center. Alright, as you can see at center, you are getting a couple more badges and a few more physical attributes to your name. You do get one less finishing badge with a little bit less close shot, but you get one more shooting badge on this build, which now brings its liability, so to speak, with one more badge to make it even that much more of a threat on the perimeter. You get 2 more playmaking badges, which is huge because, again, that's just going to allow you to create more plays for your team. And I personally would sacrifice 1 finishing for 1 more shooting and 2 playmaking by just making this build at a different position. You still are the exact same 24 badges on defense, but you also have a higher offensive rebound now. And as you can see on the physicals, a 70 strength, 75 vert, you're even more of a freak at center than you are at power forward. So moving on to Takeover, you still get your finishing take, but what's different on this is you don't get shooting anymore, you get playmaking. And that could actually be a deciding factor for those who want to be more of a playmaking paint beast instead of a dominating kind of, this is a more team-oriented paint beast in my opinion, because now you can get that team ratings boost and you can boost your teammates instead of being more all about yourself and just your own abilities. Your teammates can get involved. So on this build at center, we're actually going to go team ratings boost off primary, and then we're going to do glass clearing dimes on secondary. That's going to give you a center playmaking paint beast. So I hope you guys appreciate the fact that I brought you a Playmaking Paint Beast at power forward and center to show you exactly the differences that you can do to maximize the potential of your build. I don't see anything wrong with that power forward build, but at center it is a little bit more gruesome, and 1 finishing badge for 3 more total shooting and playmaking badges, in my opinion, is well worth the trade-off. So let's put this thing in the test builder and see if it passes the eye test at a 90 plus on this center playmaking build. Hope you guys enjoyed this rendition in the laboratory. You know what time it is. Quest Barrow, Quest Builds.